Pakistan's Independence Day, 14th August. You know, the drill parades, fireworks, maybe some jalebis if your nani's feeling generous. But let's be real, how much do we really know beyond the Instagram captions and flag-waving selfies? The stories of struggle, sacrifice, and some seriously badass individuals you've probably never even heard of. So buckle up, my friends, because today we're diving deep into 14 little-known facts about Pakistan's Independence Day. Now, we all know the big names, Jinnah, Liaquat Ali Khan. These guys were legends, no doubt. But what about the women? The real MVPs? They don't get nearly enough credit. Fatima Jinnah, the mother of the nation, stood shoulder to shoulder with her brother, fighting for a nation where women had a voice. These women, along with countless others, organized rallies, ran underground networks, and basically kept the whole movement afloat. Okay, quick show of hands. How many of you actually know the words to Pak Sar Zamin? Don't worry, I'm not judging. This is Hafiz Jalandhari dropping truth bombs in verse. We're talking about coded messages of unity, faith, and a vision for a nation where everyone from Karachi to Khyber could thrive. Seriously, go back and listen to the lyrics. It's like a secret message from the founding fathers, hidden in plain sight. Let's talk about the flag. The mastermind behind this masterpiece was Syed Amir Uddin Kedwai. He poured his heart and soul into every detail, from the crescent moon representing progress to the white stripe symbolizing the rights of minorities. Picture this, August 14th, 1947. The streets are buzzing, people are dancing, and the aroma of freedom, and probably samosas, fills the air. It was a day of pure joy, a moment that generations had fought and died for. But let's not sugarcoat it, this was also a time of immense upheaval. The partition led to mass displacement, violence, and unimaginable hardship. Okay, so you've declared independence, the confetti has settled, now what? Well, for starters, you've got millions of refugees pouring in, a shattered economy, and tensions with India hotter than a biryani fresh out of the pot. Building a nation from scratch is no easy feat, and the challenges faced by those early pioneers were nothing short of monumental. Now let's talk about the power of words. Jinnah's address to the Constituent Assembly, where he laid out his vision for a secular and democratic Pakistan, still gives me goosebumps. These speeches weren't just about lofty ideals. They were about practical solutions, about building a nation that was just and equitable for all. Imagine waking up on August 14, 1947, and grabbing the morning paper. Headlines screamed of hope, of a new dawn for the Muslim world. But there were also stories of loss, of families torn apart by partition. Independence wasn't just a political movement, it was a cultural renaissance. Music, art, and literature exploded with the spirit of freedom. This was a time of immense creativity, a period where Pakistani identity was being forged in the fires of independence. A picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Well, get ready for a whole novel's worth of emotions because we're about to uncover some rarely seen photographs from 1947. We're talking about candid shots of everyday people, families huddled together at train stations, children playing in refugee camps, the raw, unfiltered moments that capture the human cost of partition. Let's be real, every revolution needs its firebrands. Its young and restless generation ready to shake things up. And trust me, the youth of 1947 were not messing around. They were out there organizing protests, spreading awareness, and putting their lives on the line for the cause. Over the years, how Pakistan celebrates Independence Day has, shall we say, undergone some transformations. Gone are the days of simple flag hoisting and speeches. Now, we're talking about full-blown extravaganzas with parades, fireworks that could rival Diwali, and enough food to feed a small army. All right, time for some myth-busting. Because let's face it, every historical event comes with its fair share of tall tales and half-truths. Did Jinnah really want a separate country just for mangoes? Spoiler alert, no, he did not. But beyond the dates, the names, and the grand narratives, it's the personal stories that truly hit home. We're going to hear first-hand accounts from those who lived through the tumultuous events of 1947. So, where do we go from here? 75 years later, the spirit of independence is more important than ever. It's about facing our challenges head-on, about building a Pakistan that lives up to the dreams of its founders. The journey is far from over, but as long as we remember the sacrifices of those who came before us, the future remains bright. And that's a wrap. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for joining me on this whirlwind journey through Pakistan's history. Don't forget to hit that like button harder than a plate of biryani on Eid, share this video with every Pakistani you know, and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. From Karachi to Kashmir, Azadi Mubarak.